Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Thursday, November 14th, 2024, pre-market report. I'm doing this video a little early. We're going to get some news later on this morning with regard to inflation. And look, man, you know where this is going, so just ignore it all anyway. Can't be stopped. Period, the freaking end. More deceptions, more propaganda, more look here, don't look over there. All right, all well and good. You and I need to focus on the current environment. And people, I can't stress this to you enough. You got to take some action here. I hate this. Let me explain this to you. I've been in this game for a very, very long time. But I hate it more than I ever have in the history of my life. I am watching people get destroyed, wiped out, and eliminated. The game remains extremely destructive for the world economy, for the citizens of this world, and that means that we unfortunately need to do things that we wouldn't normally do. But we have to stay ahead of the situation here. Again, this is an extinction level event on a worldwide scale with regard to the middle class. Now, I'm going to read something to you. And again, as I read through this, I'm going to tell you exactly what we need to do here to take advantage of this as people are being wiped out. So yesterday, I ran this poll. I'm going to read this to you, and I'll read the results to you. It's very clear. It's very clear. So let's do this. So I wrote, Lions, do you believe that by deregulating the banks and cryptocurrency and then merging the two, this is all a part of making the United States the crypto capital of the world, which has been a major theme for Trump throughout the whole freaking campaign here. In order to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, of course, you have to merge the banking system with cryptocurrency, make it mainstream. This is a bridge to a new system. You all know that. Unfortunately, as a part of this mechanism, in my opinion, and I would love to hear from you maybe a little bit more, I believe that banks are predatory. I think we're pretty much on the same page. But in order to fulfill the goal here of making the United States the crypto capital of the world, now that we have the crypto president here, okay, banks must gain power and influence. You understand? Understanding that, have you had even one eyeball on what's happening here to the major banks? They're skyrocketing on the back of it. So again, understanding the mechanism here, banks must be made stronger, and they will. They're being consolidated. Sound familiar to you? Power is being consolidated into fewer and fewer hands. And I sincerely believe what I'm about to tell you, and it's going to happen. You're going to see many smaller institutions, regional banks fail. Their assets be purchased by the larger institutions for pennies on the dollar. They're going to get even stronger, the bigger banks, the Wall Street institutions. Pretty much every single major bank on Wall Street is going to benefit from this. I would still advise to stay away from Bank of America here. Two banks that come to mind right off the bat, if you want to put some cash to work here, and we're going to talk about that in a moment, would be Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. These are the super banks of Wall Street. Jamie Dimon is the go-to guy. Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, that the government always goes to. He's the guy that kind of smooths this all out and makes everything happen. So, look, man, it's a no-brainer here. But anyway, so just think of what I just said as I read through this here. So to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, some things must fall together. It's pretty freaking obvious. Banks must gain more power and influence. They're going to be deregulated. Crypto is going to be deregulated even more so. Which, look, with crypto, I'm all for deregulation. That's a fact. I'm a big crypto advocate. You all know that. Now, deregulating the banks, this is going to be a negative, obviously. It means they can do whatever they want. They can basically destroy us all, and we will pay for it. We paid for it last time. We're going to pay for it again. But unfortunately, to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, this must happen. Not only is cryptocurrencies, plural, going to be added to the strategic reserves, which is massively positive for crypto, and I'm all about it. I'm getting pretty rich off of it, richer, as most of you are who got into this stuff, like I've been telling you for the past 10 freaking years. Market, if you're in the market like I've been telling you, man, oh man, have you ripped the face off of this thing. That's what this is all about. We unfortunately must play the game. We don't want to. I don't want to play it. I hate it. Okay, I really do. I despise it because people are losing, and people are going to lose faster as these banks. Do you think it's in your best interest, really, to have banks deregulated, to have them have more power, more influence over you? Of course not. Of course it's not in your best interest. As a matter of fact, let's finish this. So again, I wrote lines. Do you believe that by deregulating banks and crypto and then merging the two, all right, to streamline crypto, obviously a bridge to the new tokenized system, you think that this will help you outside of the market? Now, I went on to say, obviously, from a market standpoint, this is huge. Both banks and crypto will benefit. Hold that thought. But my question was, do you think or do you believe that the deregulation of banks, the merging of crypto with the mega banks, predatory institutions, is going to help the regular guy or regular girl? 8% of you, 8, said, yes, I see this as helping the average working class person. I can't imagine how 8% of you would see that, but okay, 8% of you see that this is helpful. 86% of you said, no, this will not help the regular working class person. 5% said other. People, this is not going to help the regular working class person. It's not meant to do that. Nothing here is meant to do that. The world is run by the 1% and 2%ers, the billionaires. We're on the plantation, man. I got something to tell you. They are overlords already, and we're going to supply them with more wealth than they can possibly imagine. And where's that wealth coming from? It's going to get sucked right out of you, as always. Now, with that, this is the part that I hate, all right? And I'm going to tell you the part that I hate right now. It's pretty obvious that banks are going to benefit here. Are you seeing already what's happening here? Look, the whole market continues to be in a state of euphoria on the back of the Trump selection here. The most stock market positive president in the history of the world, as a matter of fact. Remember every day, rah, 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 what that stock market do? We're all rich. Not referring to you, referring to his 1% and 2% billionaire friends. Billionaires run the world. We're on the plantation. You understand? We serve the masters. They have become the masters. They got legions of people cheering for it. Can't make it up, but that's exactly what's going on here. So what do we know? We must take advantage of everything that comes our way to stay ahead of this, or we lose. So what does this mean? What does this mean? People, again, I hate this. But it's a fact, okay? You want to take advantage of this, it means you must get involved deeper in a couple of things. Cryptocurrency, absolutely. If you think that this is it, that this is where Bitcoin at 93,000, wherever the freak it is right now, is pretty close to that. Is it? It's going down. It's going to zero. Like all of you have been telling, like many of you have been telling me for years, you've been 100% wrong. You're going to be more wrong than you can possibly imagine. You're going to see Bitcoin multiples higher than it is right now. Cryptocurrencies in aggregate, multiples higher, especially Trump wants to put 5% of the budget into adding cryptocurrencies to the freaking strategic reserves, not gold. Why not gold or silver? Because it would stand counter to the Federal Reserve's plan to own it all. You understand? Are you finally saying it? So what we need to do here, people, again, look. Forget about trying to pick tops and bottoms because it's a loser's game. You guys and girls, what have I been telling you? You gotta have some cryptocurrency in your portfolio. I've been telling you this for freaking years, and those of you who have listened, come on, man. You've done exceedingly freaking well. With regard to the stock market, what have we been doing? We've been buying every single freaking dip that comes along. Oh, Greg, you're leading your people to the slaughter. The stock market's going to zero, blah, blah. The same thing. Ignore the freaking freaks out here who have been misleading their followers for years and making them lose. We've been attacking this from every angle, and we're going to continue doing that. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, unfortunately, we need to sleep with the freaking enemy here. We have to. We have no choice. The billionaires run the show. Yeah. Are we on the same page? The billionaires are not looking out for you. They're looking out for their little cliques that they have, the 1% and 2% of the freaking planet. We lose. So, what does that mean? We got to play the game, man, which means we got to buy the banks. We got to get involved with the freaking enemy here, people. Look, man, I already told you 2. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, but you can pretty much invest in any Wall Street bank right now. The merger between cryptocurrencies and the banks is a major part of making the world the cryptocurrency capital of the world. Trump didn't tell you that, did he? But it's a freaking fact. I'm sorry to let you in on a little secret here. Adding cryptocurrencies to the strategic reserve, which is going to happen, man. This is what they want. They have to streamline crypto. They have to streamline it as a bridge to the new system. And we here on the plantation are going to take whatever they want. We're gonna swallow it, hook, line, and sinker, take it up and in every freaking orifice that we have. You think this is really gonna help you? It's only gonna help you if you get on the right side of this, which means, people, look, man, I understand the issues with this market. We're trading on multiples that have never been seen before. It's freaking fantasy land. It makes no sense. It only makes sense if you understand where we're going here. This is probably the last hurrah. Pushing wealth more right up to the 1% and 2%. Keep going, keep going, keep going, shoving it up there. Again, trickle down don't work. You don't believe me? Look around. But what are you being sold? Being sold trickle down again. You're being sold again and you're buying it. You can't make it up, man. It's impossible to do. And you know it. People know the system. 86 freaking % of you know it's not going to help you. But that's opportunity, people. As much as we may despise it, and I hate it. I hate it to the core of my being. But unfortunately, we either do something about it or we lose. You understand? People, look. Let me show you something else. This is the 10-year yield this morning. That's the federal funds rate. Do you see that? We're almost par. We're almost par here. Theoretically, bear with me on this one. Theoretically, in a normal market, which we don't have, when you see the federal funds rate, which is between 4.5 and 7.5%, go par with the 10-year yield, it's very bad. It will send a negative sign to the market, and we could have a big sell-off here. But there's something good here. Look at what I wrote. Something good here. What is the good thing? This is going to make it a little harder for the Federal Reserve to cut rates. Because if they cut rates and they lower the federal funds rate, you'll get that par that we were just talking about. This is a positive. Let me explain this to you. I know you've all been promised by Trump. He said way lower rates. Okay, this is an economic wrecking ball. Go back 20, 30 years ago when we had much higher rates, when we had a much stronger currency. It only took one income to support a family, a single family house, a beautiful brand new car, all kinds of stuff. Your kids were happy. Today, everyone's struggling. Why? Artificially suppressed rates, currency devaluation. Why do you think Trump promised that to you? Lower rates here and more easy money, more access to new money helps the 1% and 2%ers. It doesn't help you. All right? Wake up. Wake up. I don't know what it's going to take to wake some of you people up here. Okay? Maybe today's the day you're finally going to realize what's going on here. Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't know. I'll read through the comments. I guarantee you I'm going to get, Greg, you don't understand what a great man Trump is. Really? He's so great that he's promising you lower rates, currency devaluation, the same system we have now, making sure his friends get wealthy while you get destroyed. The predatory banks, making sure they get a lot stronger, and cryptocurrency is merged into the system, go mainstream so we can be bridged into a tokenized system. That's exactly what you want, right? Well, you're going to get it, whether you like it or not. So look, there's something good coming out of this potential par with the federal funds rate and this. It means the Fed's hands are going to be cuffed. It means they may not be able to cut as aggressively. I stand opposed to this. We need higher rates. We need a stronger currency. Duh! People, come on, man. If you're new here, I'm going to let you know a secret. There are two fundamental truths. Just two. If you take anything away from this, if you need to hear it again, here you go, okay? In economics and finance, to have a strong economy, you need a strong currency. Well, we don't have that. We do not have a strong currency, and we have promises to make it even weaker. You got me? Are you with me? How does that happen? It has to make the Fed stronger. Oh, yeah, but Trump's going to take down the Fed, right? Same thing that we heard last time, man. And what happened? Didn't work out too well. The definition of insanity, expecting something to change when we have the same dynamics in play. Duh. And to have a strong currency, you need a corresponding rate of interest strong enough to support the purchasing power of the currency. But let's promise people lower rates. It's really going to help them out. It only helps the billionaires, the 1% and 2%ers. But again, we can play the same game better. So what does this mean? People, look. Yes, I am watching this. Doesn't seem to be phasing anything, does it now? The euphoria of this market, again, theoretically, this is a terrible thing. But this market here, again, there's going to be a moment of reckoning. We're going to get a drop. When this market drops, okay, when we finally get some profit taking or a pullback, what are we going to do? We're going to be watching the 10-year yield. I'll keep you all on top of that. The MMRI, we're going to see where this is going. And depending on what that says to us, and what I relay to all of you, we're going to pounce all over it. We're going to buy every freaking dip that comes along. People, listen to me. Never would I steer you wrong. Never. Okay? Does it make sense to you that by making the U.S. the crypto capital of the world, Trump's mega promise here, a MAGA promise, let's make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. Let's not make the United States the constitutional money capital of the world. No. Because that would oppose the Federal Reserve. Instead, let's add cryptocurrency to the strategic reserve, not gold. You know why? It would stand in front of the Federal Reserve. It would benefit us and obviously not the Federal Reserve. So that can't happen. So let's make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. Let's capitalize on that. Cryptocurrency is going higher. Much higher. The banks, well, obviously, to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world, the banks have to be deregulated along with cryptocurrency, and the banks are going to benefit, and you're not. Unless, of course, you get in here and you start buying the banks. You know, XLF, you want to get an ETF that'll give you exposure to the entire financial sector? Well, there you go. People, I'm going to tell you again, Greg Mannarino despises the game. I used to love the game. I used to love it because I used to say, okay, how can I make the system work for me? But now I've realized that most people, not you guys and girls, because you get it here, but people are being eliminated. People are being destroyed. This is an extinction level event around the world, not just you. And if you dream for a second that this economy by some miracle is going to turn around, it's not. Because the economy must respond negatively in order for the stock market to go higher. You all know that. The two dynamics here, artificially suppressed rates. Hey guys, I promise you're going to get way lower rates. That was right out of Trump's mouth, which means obviously a weaker currency. That doesn't help you. It helps the 1% and 2%ers. These are economic wrecking balls. The economy is dead. The stock market is going higher until it doesn't. And we're hedged across the board anyway. Let me show you something else. So this is cryptocurrency this morning. All that green across the screen. Oh, 91,000. Okay, lovely. Let me show you what's, whatever. More pressure. And people keep asking me, Greg, what's going on? People, look, man, I can't keep covering the same things over and over again. The game is risk on. Trump is the most stock market positive guy in the history of the United States or any other nation on this planet. That's why he was selected, to make the 1% and 2%ers, the billionaires, wealthier as we sit here on the plantation and get thrown the freaking crumbs. You understand? Unfortunately. But you're going to like it. They're going to take everything from you. Things are going to be taken from you faster. And then you're going to hear blame. Oh, it's the so-and-so's fault. Oh, it's that fault. Oh, they won't let Trump do what he wants to do. You're going to hear that. Be ready for it, okay? It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. It's the those on the plantation who are on their knees, obviously, worshiping their false gods. And we all pay for that, of course. Anyway, look, with regard to gold and silver prices, people, the game remains risk on. Cash is going into, let me just show you what this looks like, massively into cryptocurrencies. It's got to come from somewhere. It's going into the stock market, period. It's got to come from somewhere. This presents opportunity too. Load up on commodities, especially gold, and more especially silver, people. Come on, man. You guys and girls got to get with the program. You got to start understanding that cash moves through the markets in predictable patterns. When you have a situation like this and you're seeing it before your eyes, I'm not making it up. Duh! Come on. I am so desperately trying to help you guys and girls out. You have no idea. And I hope it's working. People, I love all of you from the heart. I mean that with all I got. Please contemplate what I've said here. Has what I said make sense to you? Or is Greg, are you way out there? Let me know. I'll read through the comments. I think I nailed it to the freaking wall. With regard to the stock market, yeah, we nailed that one to the wall. With regard to the economy cratering faster as the market goes higher, what have I been telling you for like 10 freaking years? Yeah, nailed that one to the wall. Cryptocurrencies, nailed that to the wall. Everything I'm telling you right now, this is going to happen. Whether you like to hear it or not, the economy, it's over. We're not bringing jobs back. Jobs aren't coming back. With regard to, people make this up. Make it up. Look it up for yourself. Or you got Musk here, the deregulatory czar for Donald Trump, who was supposed to be the guy who was supposed to cut government waste. And he thinks that by deregulating, we're going to cut government waste? Really? Make that up. And the other tale, by deregulating, we're going to shrink the size of the government. The government's going to grow massively because that's their job. The job of government is not to take care of you. They're creating slaves to the system. More dependency as the bridge to the new system is laid out, and then the tokenized system comes out. They're going to melt down the system. You think that we sidestepped a credit freeze, a locking up of the system? That's what they're building up towards right now. Central banks around the world with their puppets sitting behind the Resolute desk and everywhere else. Are you finally seeing what's happening here? Or are you still lost? Love all you guys. I really do. All right, people, look, I'll see you later. 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern for the live stream. Okay, I hope to see you there. You got anything out of this video? I want to hear about it. Until we meet again, people, take care of yourselves and each other, okay?